Welcome back. It is 8:27. Thanks for joining Good Morning San Diego. The New Beginnings Fund and the Lucky Duck Foundation Be a Friend program are partnering together to continue to help the unhoused youth in our community. Joining us now for more is Jen Weck of the New Beginnings Scholarship Fund and founder of the Be a Friend program, Mary Banershka. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. Good morning.
Y'all are having so much fun over here. I just wanted to be part of the fun.
Thank you for having us. Yes, we love it.
Jen, we spoke a while back about this fund or the scholarship. Can you remind our viewers about the scholarship specifically for our unhoused youth?
Absolutely. So last year in 2023, we founded the New Beginnings Scholarship Fund at the San Diego Foundation. They have a scholarship program including about 150 different scholarships that high school students can apply for through one common scholarship application. So our scholarship specifically for students who experienced homelessness during high school was one of the 150 put out through San Diego Foundation, and just last week we were able to award our first 4 students with $5,000 each. Going towards their continuing education programs in the fall.
Which is wonderful. And it's not just here's a check, here you go, and that's it. You continue to support them through their journey. And so that's where the Be a Friend program comes into play.
Yes.
Mary, can you explain how this works and the partnership here?
Well, what we desire to do is to befriend someone that doesn't necessarily have a relational sort of safety net. And so many times youth and people on the streets have relational poverty, not just economic poverty, but relational poverty. So what we try to do is connect a volunteer that wants to make a difference, that wants to do something in our community, and connect them with someone that needs a friend. And we support them through the friendship. We offer activities and things for them to do. We have getting to know you things that will help get to know someone deeper, to know what their desires are, and we develop a plan for them. And we walk them through some of their goals and their ambitions. And so it's incredible to have New Beginnings, their scholars, have a friend that can be an advocate, that can be a support. They're not their parent, they're not their counselor, they're not their social worker, they're their encourager, their friend, and their teammate. So it's really exciting.
But I'm sure in many cases can also act as a mentor as well, right?
Absolutely, especially with the youth.
Yeah.
So they are a mentor. And we try to use the word friend because we really think I'm learning just as much from you as you're learning from me. And when we say be a friend, impact a life, it's not only the youth that's impacted, it's the friend, it's the volunteer friend that's impacted, because we get to learn about each other, we get to learn each other's humanity, because we call them uncommon friendships. So you really get to grow in your own world too.
I love that. Can you talk about how people can volunteer to become a friend with Lucky Duck?
Yes, we have a website. Like, you go on the Lucky Duck website and go to Be a Friend, Impact a Life. It's one of their programs. And we offer information meetings. So the information meeting that we're going to be doing with New Beginnings, maybe you can talk a little bit about that. But that's a way, going on the website, getting our information. It tells you what the requirements are to be a friend, to be a volunteer friend, and it talks about some of the activities that you can do. So you'll get a picture of if you decide that you want to be a friend to someone, either on the streets. It could be a youth, it could be a senior, it could be, we have 10,000 people on the streets that need friends. And we really want to make that difference.
Jen, can you talk about the prevalency of unhoused youth in our education system and why it was so important to address that?
Sure, absolutely. As Mary said, there are 10,000 people, an estimated 10,000 people living on our streets unhoused. In our public schools across the county, there are an estimated 20,000 youth and children experiencing homelessness. And that doesn't necessarily just mean sleeping on the street. Homeless is defined as not having a fixed permanent residence. So that can include couch surfing, sleeping in motels, families living doubled up, tripled up, you know, lots of people living in a single family home. So, you know, homelessness does not just look like sleeping on a street. And the condition of trying to finish your education, much less even just show up at school, when you're living unhoused, just showing up for the day can be a huge challenge, much less completing your education. So you know, as a social worker, I was working in our public schools, and when I realized that that's how large the problem was and how many children that this is affecting, I felt like we really need to be doing more. And I think that people look for ways to help. They want to know what to do. And so these are some ways: contributing to our scholarship fund, supporting our student scholars through our scholar program, and becoming a friend to one of our students or someone else experiencing homelessness here in our county.
Well, thank you ladies so much for what you're doing, and thanks for coming in this morning to share it with our viewers. Hopefully they can get involved.
Thank you.
All right,
you.
thank
you
you
for having us.
We'll be right back with much more on Good Morning San Diego.